So I will leave Nigeria because you guys are beginning to bring the heat on. I don't want that, but I'll take it hotter now with Deigo Costa and this Gabriel Paulista talk. Front page of the Complete Sports says Costa gets 3-match ban. Gabriel wins appeal. Arsenal defenders red card cancelled. I want us to be careful about this. Yeah. Speaking in a way that it can win for football, did Arsenal get it right this time?
Did Arsenal get it right? Did Arsenal get it fair?
Get it right?
Well,
yeah. Arsenal,
yeah. From the Arsenal
appealing,
standpoint.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, in appealing.
Because 2 persons were wrong here.
Okay,
okay. I thought Arsenal got the best of a bad situation in the sense that the 3 points are lost. Nothing will bring them back. But they're not losing a player. A very crucial player because Gabriel and Costa were beginning to form a good enough partnership. And in all honesty, up until the point he got sent off in that game, Chelsea never really looked like scoring.
Exactly.
Between himself and Costa, they dealt with the threat that Costa hasn't on the likes post. Having said that, like I said, Arsenal always feel a sense of injustice that Deigo Costa finished that game while Gabriel was sent off. But we're never going to go back to that game and replay it. So Deigo Costa has been banned in retrospect. What does this represent for football? I think that is setting the right example. Yeah. Because if kids around the world who tune into that game left with an impression that it was fair, to employ underhand tactics to get your opponents sent off. Now they are being told that it is unfair. It's not permitted.
Spirit of fair play.
Exactly, and that's what football should be about. So, in terms of what it represents for Chelsea, they are saying that they don't quite agree with it. For a club that's also enmeshed in some kind of controversy, the Eva Canero versus Mourinho episode, I think that whoever is in charge of PR for Chelsea would be best advised to say releasing such statements at this time, in the middle of all of that, isn't the best way to go, because you now begin to paint a club as one that is very low on moral standards. You can't be accused of treating a professional unfairly because of her gender, and at the same breath you seem to be promoting a footballer or supporting a footballer who did everything wrong in the full glare of the world. Deigo Costa had no business continuing on that pitch beyond the point where he practically wrestled Koscielny to the floor, delivering, heavyweight punches to his face.
Arsenal fans.
He just gave you an objective analysis.
He's just trying to give a clear picture
an objective
of what
analysis.
happened.
No, that didn't belong to football.
It was better suited to rugby.
Or boxing.
Arsenal fans, calm down. All over the world, Arsenal fans, Costa has been given 3-match ban, but Chelsea will keep the 3 points.
But mind you, Gabriel Paulista still has a little case to answer by Thursday. The violent, the improper conduct charge is still dangling on him, so he has till Thursday in the evening to.
You're taking it from the Arsenal perspective, which I think is what Arsenal actually wanted you to react to. Professionally, Gabriel Paulista was wrong.
He was wrong.
And that also should not be commended.
Exactly. I mean, in the first place, you don't get involved, like that. We saw how Koscielny walked away.
Professional.
Professional. He just walked away. But Gabriel had previous with Costa, it must be said.
In 2013,
Villarreal,
Atletico.
Costa elbowed him, and it probably brought that emotion into that particular scenario.
And because they're both Brazilians in some respects, but now
they could tell him this is revenge right there. He has intent. But it's all about action and consequences. And what we're saying is, when you do something wrong and get away with it, at that time, it can also be reviewed, and something will go. Okay, just quickly, the Sporting Live, we'll just run through. It says, shocker.
Sporting
Sun. Shocker. Cia dumps NHL Dream Team 6, Brazil to Tango. That's what it is. And of course, we told you about Chelsea Dr. Canero quits. She heads to court. So let's see. Tough times for Chelsea and.
Okay.
But I spoke about their PR, so the PR department will get very busy.
Going to be busy.
He's going to be very busy. He's already feeling the heat, I can tell you.
Capital One Cup.
Okay,
yes, Capital One Cup. Yeah,
from yesterday. Let's see how teams fared. Yesterday we talked about English Premier League teams might just be the victims on the night. So let's just bring to you, before we take a look at today's fixtures, let's bring to you the results from yesterday. That's it on your screen. Aston Villa won the victory over Birmingham City.
Birmingham derby, actually.
Yeah, Fulham lost to Stoke City. Hull City won the victory over Swansea. Leicester City 2-1 victory over West Ham United. Middlesbrough defeated Wolverhampton Wanderers Wolves by
3-0.
Preston North End played a 2-2 draw with Bournemouth. Bournemouth won that game via penalties later on. Sunderland, I think it's time for Dick Advocaat to leave, lost to Manchester City 1-4. And of course, Reading also lost to Everton 1-2. Our predictions were wrong. Premier League teams did well. Crystal Palace, matches to play today, take on Charlton Athletic. Milton Keynes, also known as MK Dons, take on Southampton. You have Newcastle United take on Sheffield Wednesday. Norwich take on West Brom. Tottenham Hotspur, a big one for the day, take on Arsenal. Unfortunately, we won't have time to talk about that. Also, take on Chelsea. Liverpool take on Carlisle United. And of course, Manchester United take on Ipswich Town. These are the fixtures. A lot of football to enjoy on a Wednesday evening.
North London Derby, the pick of the bunch. Arsenal away at Tottenham. Arsenal on the back of 2 back-to-back losses will be looking for a reaction. But Tottenham are looking, the part over the last 2 games. Son is proving a good son for Spurs, and I look forward to that one.
I look forward to that one. I saw the game against Leicester West Ham. That for me was the star game of yesterday. It was end-to-end stuff. 120 minutes.
Leicester,
that West Ham goalkeeper Adrian, that guy made countless
haven't
saves.
lost in 8 games this season.
Unbelievable. Claudio Ranieri is doing something
Anything to do with
great.
the pizza?
The Italian.
I doubt it very much because it's a carryover of the end of the season run.
Nigel Pearson.
Under Nigel Pearson.
Wow, fantastic.
All right, thank you so much. Thanks so much for coming around.
All right.